Good afternoon and welcome back. Today I'm working on this is what is it, the 8th of July, Monday, and so I'm back on the survival knife. So got it cut out and I ground it to profile. I mean, just to shape. I ain't done anything in it, anything else like that. So this is actually the second one of them. I had a disc malfunction, and it run pieces of disc all over it and made cuts and gouges all over it. So I said, to heck with it, I'll just make another one. I'll do something with it. If I have to thin it down, take it to my buddies and surface grind it and thin it down. This 1/4 inch thick plate is a beast. Now, with that being said, before I could do anything to this, I had to go back out there and redo my grinder again. Them bearings are not worth a flip. So what I done was I wound up, since I hadn't got my other parts back from my cousin yet. Matter of fact, he hadn't even made them yet. My brother's going to take him to him Friday, I guess, or Saturday morning. They go golfing. Not every weekend, but once or twice, maybe even up to 3 times a month, they'll go golf. So could be more than that, I don't know. But anyways, they both golf. I don't. Neither one of them elk hunt. I do. So whatever. They can have their little fun. Although I think of a golf course as a terrible waste of a shooting as a rifle range. Shooting gallery, rifle range, whatever. So anyway, so I put my big bearings in it and had to add just a little bit of a spacer in them, and I had to shim them where it chewed the shaft up. And the shaft was hardening. It wasn't hard. I filed it a little bit so I could get the pulleys on and off easier. So anyway, that's one of the reasons that the races are really hard. You need a really hard shaft too on there. So all they do is seize on there. So yeah, not chew it up so bad. You can get them off. But anyway, like I said, I got this one out. The little pommel hammer on the end of it there. So I'm gonna go over it and re-document and then lay out my layout lines on both sides, so I'll have something to go by. I'm gonna put a little bevel on this harpoon point, and this tip's gonna be really thick up here. I'm going to put one of my diamond tips on it, so it'll be shaped like a kind of a flat diamond. But anyway, he wants, like I said, he wants it for batoning and stuff. So I'm going to clay the ends here. I'm going to leave this alone so that he can use it to start a fire with. It is L6 8670, so hopefully it'll have enough carbon in it that it will make a flint strike. I hope so. And he's wanting black micarta on it, and I have some, looks like 1/4 inch black burlap, which will be pretty. And so I don't have any linen. I looked to see if I had any linen or any paper micarta in black, but I don't. I've used all of that, so I have to get me in to cut another piece or two of it in case he don't like that. So you can't stock everything. So all right, let me get back on this, and I'll go doing some scrapping lines. It's hot. I just come out of my sweatshop, and I'm in the air conditioning, so I'm about to melt. And I'm drinking coffee. So, of course, every day without coffee is a bad day. So, I gotta drink a certain amount anyway. Alright, I'll be back in a little. Okay, I'm back, finally. When I last left, I was going to be working on this. Well, a couple of things come up out of my control, so I had to stop and go in to repair handyman mode and repair some water lines here at the house. So got them done. And after that, I was just too hot and miserable and drained from the heat yesterday, so I come in and I started on, and instead of scribing and everything on this, I thought, well, while I'm tired, I don't want to be like a blind monkey and just mark all over everything, so I would wait till I felt a little better or recovered some. But anyway, I did. So today I'm back out here working on this. Now, yesterday, not that I didn't work on the project at all, I did. I honestly did. And I started on the slap a grizzly bear back into hibernation sheath. So here it is. I got it started. I've got pieces cut out and got it laid right there. So now this one is going to be lined and covered. So you got to start with a good base. I said you can't just make you could, but it wouldn't last long. Out of that, you need to put it on a backer material. So here it is, and he's wanting it to hang below or hang on the belt, not stick way up or stick way down like on a top mounted, where you put your belt here and lay it down. The belt's still going to be there, but it's going to be down a little bit more, so it come up just a little bit, help protect the side. And I've rounded this, so you know it'll take shape, and it do pretty good on it. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, this will be about the way it fits. That's what it comes in, it'll come in and go out within the confines of that. Now it's a 1/4 inch thick, so that's going to be it's not going to be that much of a bother. I'm going to put 1/4 inch micarta on it, so that is 3/4 of an inch. Now I do have some black spacer material that I will probably put on it to widen it on out to 7/8. You need about anywhere from 3/4 to an inch of width, and then you can always pull it down a little bit and get down into the pattern on the micarta. And so that's what I got. I got some burlap micarta, which would probably work pretty good with the ostrich. So, but anyway, this is what I got to get started on, and I can't find my center gauge. I don't know what I've done with it. The elves has not been in lately, so I can't blame it on them. And yeah, I think they took a long vacation here on the 4th of July. But you know, I'm working on a sheet too. It looks like the cobbler's elves would come in and help, but so far nothing. And nope, I don't. So it's just me again. Anyway, let's get this thing set up, and I'll bring the camera and try to put it over my shoulder or whatever a little bit, and show you what I've got in mind for it. Now, when it works, you know, I will. So, like I said, since I couldn't find my center finder or center marking gauge, I just use a 1/4 inch drill bit. and that'll give me a couple of parallel lines on each edge, which will be really good. So that, and I've got a pair of dividers here. As a matter of fact, I got a couple of pair of dividers. I don't know which ones I want to use. Well, anyway, let me get this set up here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, hopefully I'll keep looking up at the screen just in case. There's a few things about the sheath I got to do, and I got these are not Starretts, I thought they was, but they're some other Union Tool Company or something like that, or Wilson. Anyway, it's one of them. So now, to get the center on these things, we take this is a 1/4 inch thick, take a 1/4 inch drill bit, and we just kind of now, was that the true center of it? No, it's not. You'll see in a minute. And this choil there, you'll have to work on real good. Okay. Now, let's turn it over. Okay. It's not the best in the world, but it does give you 2 lines and gives you a pretty close proximity of it, where that is. I mean, it is centered, but there's 2 lines there. And I'm not doing with the flip of the drill bit, holding it in my hand won't let me. But, okay, now then. This right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got 2 little lines right there on it. Bring it up, and hopefully you can see. That's and what's in the middle of it is the center, and that's as far as I want to grind to is them lines right there. I'm gonna leave that for final grind after it gets tempered and everything. So, and do the same thing up here on this top. Got us a center line down through here and down through there. Now, I want to do about, I think it's about 5/16 is what I think I was wanting to do. I'll take these dividers and set them. Point there. Yep. That's 5/16. Okay. Now, I'm supposed to have the scribe in here somewhere. Aha. There you are. Not the best in the world, but you'll do. And yeah. I didn't want to make his flag real big up here. So I didn't. All I did yesterday with this was just cut it out from the pattern and grind it to the lines. Make sure everything was good and straight on it. Okay. Yeah. Now then, I'm going to go 5/8 up. So, okay. Now, put this on 4 right there. And 5/8 right there. Okay. Now, like I said, this is going to be a survival knife with a Scandi grind on it, so, or a saber grind, so that he can get down in there and start and baton everything. And I'm going to clay this area and here to make it as a shock absorber. And I'm going to harden the top of this. I'm going to grind the top of this, and within these parameters right here, and go down. And I'm fixing to, I need to probably just go ahead and put a little more dicom on this top for the layout lines to go another way. So that's alright. I can do it. So, yeah. You can kind of see the lines under it. It's scratched. Right there. And the jimping and everything I'll put on before I heat treat or anything. So I'll have to do the spine here, do a sanding on it. So now, it'll take just a minute or two. Just like them to. Let's see if I can do this right this time. Come on. Boy, I gotta find it. What I think I'll do. Let's do this. 125. Okay. There's 125 right there. Right? There it is, one good line. Not that this is the best one in the world, but it is a good one. It's accurate. So now, do with this, being a dummy again, now if I can only hold it, I'll be fine. So I don't want to go from out there to almost the center. Okay, that didn't do it with the flip. Where is my carbide scribe? Well, I may have took it outside. I ain't gonna worry about it. Just because it's not where it's supposed to be doesn't mean it's lost. It just means it ain't where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in this right here. But it's not. Okay. This will be alright. Yeah. There's got to be an easier way to make it do lines. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do right there. Yep, that'll do it. I'll leave that tip nice and wide right there on top, and it will come down to that, and I'll have a compound angle, and up here on this part right here, when I harden it, it can be used as a flint and steel if you have to. So, or even this pommel back here can do that. It don't take much sometimes if you're good enough. I'm not, but on fire starting like that, I can do it. I've done it. I just hadn't done a whole lot with it. So now let's do this. So I'm going to do at least 5 millimeters right there. So now, since I'm laying out, might as well lay out what I need. This is really good square. Potatoes is good, or I like them anyway. There's 5 millimeters. Now, I'm going to go forward. No, I'm going to leave it like that. And take the rest of this toy right here, so. That's the only thing I don't care for these, is they're not true machinist scale squares. If it was, it would be I did fumble around like a monkey in the dark, but This is not on the money, so. Now. Okay. There it is. Okay, the angle on the handle will be about here to about there. Okay, there's that. So now, 3/8. Okay. Go half there. Half there. So here's 2. Done. 2. Okay. So, okay. 16ths. Five sixteenths. Go up 5/16. You do not want this handle coming off. No way, shape, form, or fashion. Now there's a line right there. Okay, now get my other one in there, so that is a 1/2 inch. So there's a border. Yeah. there's that. 5/16 right there. Right. Okay. Now, I'll put a black pin right here, 1/8. Another 1/8 right there. Then put the 5/16 right here. 1/8. 1/8. 1/8. And 1/8. Now, I could. Don't want to really, but because of this, but I could actually screw this on there and bolt it. I'm going to drill a hole in it and tap it, and a short screw in there, both sides. And, but that's factory. That's machine done. Let's not do machine done, okay? Let's do machine done by hand. So automatic robot. So finally started getting me some carbide bits just in case something happens, like a tap or something. There's that. Okay, yeah. I hope I discussed this right here. We decided no slot in this pommel hammer here, so no slot and no jimping on it. So once I get this, like I said, I'll have to slick this up right in here so I can get it where I can use the jimping. That's just a golf ball. That's probably over there. Probably around the vise where I was using it last. Knowing me. So that's probably what will happen. Yeah. Oh boy, that reminds me, I need to get some more of these ferrocerium rods to fix that. I've demonstrated this hundreds of times at the flea markets. I go to it around and about and everything, so show them how to use one properly. So with that, I don't want to do it. Just kind of make sure. Those hands bothered me today. Bothered me a lot yesterday. Some more of them. Get me a machinist square or two small ones. I've got to set 1, 2, 3 blocks. So, yeah. That's not all the holes that's going in this now. By no means. come back with this jimping. I'm going to come back about right there. We start and we'll finish about right there. It's probably 1.5 inches there, about 1 3/8 inches. And it's about 1.5 inches. Well, 1 7/16. Yeah. I'm usually pretty good on the numbers like that. It's a good looking knife. Good looking profile. It's got some heft to it. It's that put on there. This one's wide enough a man could do if he wanted to. He could put some vining on the back of it, but I don't think he's into that, so just pretty it up a little bit. I'll get this, I'll put me a drum over it, or put me a tube in there for that. I may not even need a set of spacers. That feels pretty good on its own. So I'm going to put them others on there and see what that does to cut them out. And yes, they're going to end right here. They're going to end right in this area here. Give or take a millimeter one, either on the line or back just a little bit. And then that will be great right there. And I've got a bandsaw now, so I just got to get the switch fixed on it. The first bandsaw I stupidly run over it with my tractor, which was an idiotic mistake. And you know, regardless of what I done and where it was at, it was my fault. So it wasn't like the bandsaw jumped out in front of the tractor, you know, and I just touched it anyway, but it broke it. So I got me another one, no tires on it. I had to order tires. I ordered them twice to finally get a set. And I've got wood blades. I've got a few wood blades, 1 or 2 I think later in here. Don't know how sharp they are, but I've got 2 metal sawing blades for it. I know it's a little fast for it, but I got 24 teeth, so that'll clear the chips out really quick, and you don't have to push on it as hard. So if you do that, and it'll last a while. Good bi-metal blades, so for that. And that one has a fence on it, so I don't have to make a fence. It's got a good fence on it. I just got to fix the switch on it. Alright, it's enough of me yammering. Let's get over here and drill some holes. And so that's awful blunt. See if it'll do anything in return now. Remember, I've got a bunch of holes. I need the weight reduction holes. Everything. Yep. Alright, I'm going to go sharpen this, and when I get it all drilled and everything, I'll come back.